Welcome back. It's nice having you with us this morning here on Studio 10. We are now in the great kitchen set. We have Wendy James from the Kate Shepard House. She has been working so hard on these different flourless chocolate cookie variations. So we have 3 different types, right?
Right.
Okay, so what are these?
Cinnamon chocolate.
Okay.
Chocolate and peanut butter. And then just plain double chocolate.
And no flour whatsoever.
None.
So make some, we were saying, you know, no carbs, really. I mean, because the flour is where you get most of your carbs when you have things like that. You have a little bit of chocolate, and a little bit of chocolate I think is good for you.
Absolutely. And this is dark chocolate, so that dark, unsweetened cocoa is got to be good for you.
There you go. See, you're making them healthier and healthier, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and say yes. And you can find the recipe on fox10tv.com under the Studio 10 tab. And you have a website you'd like to promote too.
Yes, KateShepardHouse.com.
Okay. And you can go there. You guys are going to be running a lot of specials in the coming months.
Absolutely. July and August is the special time. So be sure to go to our webpage and check there. And of course, like us on Facebook. And then that way you'll be the first to know about the specials.
So if you need a little getaway for a weekend, just maybe for a night, or maybe you want to get away for a week, but you don't want to go too far. Maybe you have kids, maybe you have pets, and you want to stay in town, this is the perfect thing to do. And how many rooms do you have?
I have 3.
3, okay,
3
and bed
rooms.
and breakfast. So you go down and you get breakfast every morning.
That's right, a full breakfast.
Wonderful. Can we try some of the cookies?
Please do.
And this is something that you offer too. You have snacks at the Kate Shepard House
I
too.
do. In the afternoons. Well, I have a coffee and tea bar around the clock. And then, of course, in the afternoons, I like to put something sweet out. And so, of course, I like it to be unusual and different, and I thought these were. I thought these were great.
These are the plain chocolate. It just tastes kind of like fudge.
Yeah. The consistency is very dense, but yet it's still very smooth.
Oh, they're wonderful. So a lot of the different variations. So if you want to make them with peanut butter, you can do that. If you just want the plain fudge, you can do that. And the cinnamon and sugar. And you said you're trying to come up with even more variations.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can't imagine. I mean, I can think of cranberries and just a bunch of other things I can put in these.
Nuts.
Oh, pecans, of course. Good idea.
Oh, these are so good.
Yeah.
You don't, I mean, there's not much you can do to make them really any better. Just different ways to make them. Make sure you get this recipe. Man, these are so good. You have outdone yourself. Make sure you get this recipe from our website. You can visit the Kate Shepard House, bed and breakfast, a little getaway. If you just want to get away yourself, if you and your honey want to get away, 1552 Monterey Place, historic home in Midtown Mobile. So nice having you as always.
Thank you so much, Cherish. Love being here. Thank you.
Great having you. And we love to have you too. Hopefully we'll see you back here in just a couple of minutes.
We're here with Wendy from the Kate Shepard House, and you had a good idea for me during that segment. You said I could get a neon pink belt.
That's right.
That could be my neon pop for the summer.
Perfect.
Just perfect. Fantastic. Hey, you know what else is fantastic? These cookies we've been working on, flourless chocolate cookies. Tell the folks what you've done to this point and what you're doing right now.
Well, and I'm making you a couple of different versions. So there's the straight chocolate chip version.
Okay.
And so today I've made a couple of different versions. This one that just came out of the oven is a cinnamon chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then another one is peanut butter.
Ooh,
chocolate
I like that
and
as
they're
well.
Flourless. So I've baked them on a regular cookie sheet, but line that sheet with parchment. Very important. I don't know why, but it makes a difference. So I just took some out of the oven, and they only take like 8 minutes at 350.
Pretty quick, and I tell you what, I got to try one of these bad boys out. While I do, we were also talking during the commercial break about how involved you are on Facebook and all the great things that you're putting up on there. Tell the folks all about that.
Well, you know, Facebook is a great way just to let people know. Glad you like it. Let them know what's going on, not just in Mobile, but the Gulf Coast and even the state of Alabama. So I post a lot of things that are happening in and around the area. And of course, I always have my recipes and these videos, my cooking videos on Facebook.
So lots of informative things on Facebook, and to do that, you have to like the Facebook page of Coast so you can see all these fantastic posts. Also, what we've been talking about is the Kate Shepard House, a lot of great things going on at the Kate Shepard House. And one thing that I think is a really unique thought is, if you're looking for just a quick getaway, even if you're from here on the Gulf Coast, what a better way to just get away for a night or two right in historic downtown Mobile.
No gas involved.
No gas involved. A quick vacation just like that. And you know what? These cookies are quick like that as well. And we're going to continue to bake these. When we come back with Cherish, we're going to pretty much have these peanut butter ones ready to go.
They're going to be done.
And I tell you what,
You get to taste
I've
them.
had to talk, but I've been holding on to the rest of this cookie, and it is delicious. I'm going to eat it right now. Guys.
Sure. No flour?
no flour.
Got to be a little healthier and local. Kate Shepard House is local.
That's right. But it has to cut down on your carbs.
Absolutely.
And the calories.
Absolutely. See, I like the way you think with this.
Plus, they're just delicious, and they're such an interesting texture. I can't wait for you to try these.
Oh, we cannot wait to learn how to make
they're
these
great.
flourless chocolate cookies, what Wendy is showing us how to make. And you see the recipe popped up there on your screen. You only need a few ingredients, right, Wendy?
You know, you're right. Just a few. Of course, cocoa, and we're going to put a lot of that, a good heaping cup. And then confectioner sugar, vanilla, just a teaspoon of coffee powder. And don't worry if you don't like coffee, you're not going to taste it. It just intensifies that chocolate.
Okay.
And then, of course, some egg whites.
All right. That sounds
Now,
good.
And I'm making you a couple of versions this morning.
Okay.
So I'll show you those in a minute, too.
A couple of versions.
Yes.
Oh, man, we're getting like a 2-for-1 this morning. What do you think, guys? This is good stuff. So the Kate Shepard House, we want to talk a little bit about that as you're
Yeah.
stirring, because it looks like that is going to be
Yep.
some hard work for a moment. Kate Shepard House Bed and Breakfast is in Midtown Mobile, celebrating the 10th year anniversary. Now, the actual house was built in 1897, and I read this morning that there were some treasures in the attic.
You've done your homework.
Yeah, tell us about these treasures, 'cause I know these guys want to know too.
Well, we knew Kate Shepard didn't like to throw anything away. We had a lot of her things still in our house, which we loved, the old school books and her personal items. But the rest of her family didn't like to throw anything away either. So there was a lot of her older family items, some as early as the 1800s, early 1800s.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really historic. What kinds of things?
A lot of family documents like letters, land deeds, receipts.
Wow.
In fact, one of the land deeds dates back to 1799.
No way.
Yeah, and it's for that land from Government Street to Dauphin Street, Monterey Street to Catherine.
Really?
When her mother inherited the land, it went back into her family all the way to 1799.
How interesting.
Beautiful hand-drawn land documents.
What a unique piece of history.
Yes,
And it
yes.
is now with you safe
Yes.
at the Kate Shepard House. So you go stay, and I'm sure you'd be happy to show it to everybody, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I have it on display in these beautiful built-in bookcases, so we have a lot of that on display.
So you can check it out, and you can get some good food while you're there too, right?
I hope so. I hope so.
You make all kinds of good stuff.
Well, you know, we certainly serve breakfast every morning, and I also, on my sideboard in the dining room, I have some treats for them in the afternoons, and this is one of the ones that I've been serving lately. I'm obsessed with these. I think they're delicious.
I know they're going to be. So if you want a little weekend getaway, or maybe you just want to get away for a night, the Kate Shepard House Bed and Breakfast would be the perfect place to be. 1552 Monterey Place in Midtown Mobile. So with this, you're just going to stir together these ingredients, and you're just going to put them on the paper.
I'm ready to put some in the oven.
Okay, well, we'll do that in just a few minutes when we come back. Make sure you get this recipe. It's on our website, fox10tv.com. It's on our Studio 10 page. We'll see how they look in just a few minutes. Oh, can't wait to eat these.